All right, guys. Oh, today is Thursday, and we have a date. We haven't seen each other for a while. It's been, you tell me, what was it? 3 weeks, 2 weeks, Lord knows. I've been missing. These streams, your questions, and talking to you about serious stuff. So today, of course, we're gonna cover some fresh news, and I'm gonna answer the questions that I collected from you guys. Okay, and then we're gonna talk, and I'm gonna see if you have things to say. So drop your questions. Drop your comments. I would love to see them and have an open conversation with you. So there was a bunch of approvals of recently many Indian clients, which I love. We have 100% rate approval with Indians, guys. How good that feels. It feels amazing. Okay, and also, of course, across the world, I think one approval for EB1 I want to mention, the artist, the metal artist. Okay, the ironclad person. So you guys know you can get approval for any kind of talent, even if you work with iron and metal. Okay, very good case. I love it. Love this case because it's a rare talent, and we are collecting rare talents. Okay, so first news that I want to discuss with you guys, that soon visiting the US is gonna cost you $250 more. Woohoo! You guys excited about that one, huh? And of course, as always, we know, I know, you know, everybody know that coming to the US is going to become only more expensive and harder. And this is another one. Of course, why they want to charge you $250, which is refundable. We don't know how that's gonna work. Like if you didn't overstay, if you didn't work, and this and that. How they gonna know that? Nobody knows. They say they're gonna give you $250. It's like almost a bond you have to post when you get your non-immigrant visa. It's concerning non-immigrant visas, right? Like H-1Bs, B1, B2, O1, L1, E2, J1, all those good visas you guys love to use. You will have to pay $250 for a pop. Okay? Yes, it's coming. It's coming. I don't see other way around why they want to do this. Because they trying to get new sources of income to cover the current cost for of the government. And you guys know the U.S. government loves overspend. We have what, 4 trillion deficit, a crazy number. I can't remember the exact. I think it's $3 or $4 trillion deficit for the next year, which means where this money coming from? From the printer, and your dollars are gonna have less value. So of course the government's looking the new ways to levy that money to have less inflation and less deficit. It's impossible. It's not gonna be less, but still, the 250 for each one of you, for many people, is gonna add up. Okay, so that's coming in the Integrity Act. That's coming over pretty soon. It's not going to apply to visa waiver programs. But how many of you are using visa waiver program? Probably none of you. Okay, all right. So that's what's coming soon. It's going to be more expensive. So imagine if you come with a family of 4. You guys adding up $1,000 extra expense to already a lot of money that you spent. Okay, if you have a bigger family, then do your math. All right. So that's the news number one. That's coming this or next year, depending how fast they're gonna accept and vote for the Integrity Act. And it's like a little reform and immigration. Not gonna affect us, the talent visas, the business visas as much, but it's gonna affect your finance. Okay, so that's what's going on. Now, the second news, FIFA may shift World Cup matches to Canada and maybe Mexico in 2026. Guys, I don't know about you. I'm super excited for FIFA 2026 in the US. I'm gonna go. I'm going. Okay. So hands down, I will be visiting a bunch of matches in the US. I'm not missing this one around. When I was in Brazil past few weeks, guys, one of my dreams came true. I went to Maracanã. I always wanted to go to Maracanã since I was a kid. And of course, I couldn't miss this opportunity in Rio de Janeiro. Not only I went to Maracanã, but I also visited the Flamengo, which is a Rio team, versus São Paulo, the rivals team. Full stadium, 67,000 people, everybody just cheering. Guys, hands down, amazing experience. I get the goosebumps even now. The energy, the power of those people watching the game, it was just amazing. Very, very good. I was super happy to do that, and it's forever with me. Those memories forever with me. Okay, so what FIFA is talking about, guys? Well, because US is kind of pushing very aggressive immigration policies and doing the sanctions, banning countries from coming to the US, removing embassies and doing all this craziness. So FIFA is very concerned about getting not only the teams to the US based on those visa control measures, but also getting the fans to the US, because a lot of fans will want to go to the US to watch the games, and they have to get the tourist visas. And of course, if there's a problem to get to tourist visa for the teams or fans, FIFA is not happy. Okay, FIFA is not happy. So they threaten US to move the US matches to Canada and probably Mexico. We're still going, guys. We're still going, even if it's the case. But we're concerned about you, right? We're concerned about you coming to the US to watch those games if they're still here. So again, that's the hostile policies that are going on right now with the visa approvals, be it tourist visa, work visas, and things like that. And guys, don't think it's only about the tourist visas, because those teams have a lot of staff, a lot of personnel, a lot of people who take care of the teams, doctors, therapists, everybody, because there's a lot of people in the teams, hundreds upon hundreds. So everybody should come in, and there's a danger that some of them may be outside, and that would affect the team's performances. I'm pretty sure this one is going to be resolved. Okay, I don't think US government is going to be happy not to get the FIFA 2026 or Olympic Games 2028. Okay, I'm not very excited about Olympic Games, of course, but I'm probably going to visit. It's a big event. But FIFA, guys, everybody's going, right? Drop me in the comment section if you guys excited about 2026, and if you're going to the matches, and if you go, which teams you want to go and see. Okay, because we may meet at some of the matches and cheer together. Okay, good stuff. Let me know what's going on with your sport vision, and if you wanna do and go, so we could align for those matches. Okay, and if for whatever reason, guys, those matches are moved to Canada, okay, we are going to Toronto and Vancouver, right? Because those are the two that ready to give more space for those games, and we cannot miss that. Okay, we're closing SBL for 1 month in 2026. I'm just kidding. Of course, the team is still gonna continue working on the cases, and I'm gonna continue working even if I go. So Gabriel says, I wish I could go. The energy on stadium is unmatched. Yes, guys. The energy on those matches is crazy. World Cup is crazy. I'll definitely try to go to the final game, a bunch of playoffs, and maybe some good games in the group section stage, because you know, like the African teams, I want to cheer with the fans. It's good. It's gonna be good stuff. Okay, now let's go to the questions that I collected for today, guys. I have 5 questions. 5 questions. Question number 1. Hello, Shamayev. I'm a British citizen. I'll be graduating next summer from cybersecurity and digital forensics from college. Not bachelor's, but counted as year 1 and year 2 in university. I have certificates from known vendors. Do I still have chance to get visa if I apply? All right, good question, guys. Good question. So it looks like there is no bachelor's degree yet, but there is some certifications. So I would love to know what kind of experience this person has, right? Because definitely we can try for O1 visa. In this case, I will need to know more about what's going on with the case, and also I want to know if there's experience here, because if there is experience, we can look at EB2 and IW national interest waiver. Okay, what I would do in this person's shoes, I would definitely fill out the free evaluation. Okay, him and similar people, guys. Free evaluation. Free evaluation is your way to go to know your chances and to know your potential. I'm gonna drop you the link to the free evaluation form so you could know within 2 days whether you have a case or not, whether I can take your case. All right, so don't miss the opportunity. I'll send you the link in this chat. Find this, click on it, fill it out, wait for 2 days, look for the word potential. If you see it, go to the complex immigration planning when I'm going to build this strategy in your case. Okay, so that's the best way to proceed from here. All right, number 2. Hi sir, I have done PhD in poultry science. What? Poultry science? My God, is it? Guys, let me. I know what poultry means. Maybe it has another meaning. Domestic fowls such as chickens, turkeys, ducks, and geese. Yes. Okay, poultry. Okay. Hey, I didn't know that existed, but let it be. I'm in service now and I have 13 years of experience as a veterinary officer. Okay, now it makes sense. How many chances are there for EB2 and IW visa? All right, very good question, guys. Very good. Poultry, science. I didn't know that exists. Apparently it does. So, of course, EB2 and IW is one of the options. But guys, if I do free evaluation for this scientist and I see everything I want to see, it's not gonna be an IW case. It's gonna be EB1A case. Okay? For many reasons. For many reasons. 1 is more certainty. 2, much faster with the priority dates, regardless which country you're from, what's your birthplace. Okay, and because if you're Indian, if that person is Indian or was born in India, EB2 and IW is out of the picture. Okay, it's totally out. I will never, no one will take that case. It's just, guys, I want the result for you. Okay, I want an efficient result. So I will never do EB2 and IW for an Indian client. This is ridiculous. And I think it's almost a malpractice. Okay, if some attorney does EB2 and IW for Indian, this is like almost malpractice. Okay. Of course, a client may want it, but if attorney advises it, this is not the way to go. So EB1A. In 90% chance cases, I would go EB1A versus EB2 and IW, and if you have PhD, you are very likely to have EB1A. Okay, so that would be my conclusion, but I need a free evaluation. And moderator, please, links to the free evaluation, por favor. So our people could fill out the form, the questionnaire. Number 3, what if I borrow the 800,000 against my crypto? How to prove source of funds? You guys know I love crypto. I don't believe in crypto. I believe in Bitcoin. Okay. You guys all should read the book Bitcoin Standard, which is in the shelf behind me right here. This is my one of the main books in your life. Okay. So in this case, and of course, crypto, mostly Bitcoin, is pumping right now, and it's gonna go much higher. Okay, and in many years it's gonna be a lot higher. So we are in the era of new Bitcoin millionaires. Okay, and of course, if you're a Bitcoin millionaire, you start thinking at some point, hey, maybe I should use EB5 program and get that green card. And I want to borrow against my Bitcoin. No problem, guys. I have cases successful where I was able to prove the origin of funds through Bitcoin and other crypto. Okay? The only substantial issue when we deal with Bitcoin, which is on a blockchain ledger, and we can prove the movement of that Bitcoin on a network. But the important question here is, how did you purchase your Bitcoin? And did you pay taxes on that amount of money you spent on your Bitcoin? So as long as we can prove that the money spent on Bitcoin was legally originated, we paid taxes on those money, and we purchased Bitcoin through licensed exchange or licensed broker. Okay, so these are the components of using the money loans against Bitcoin, and I don't believe there is loans against crypto. No one is gonna take your Cardano, XRP, and other garbage coins that are going to zero against Bitcoin. They will give you a loan against your BTC. Okay, they're gonna give you, of course, and soon in the future, guys, the banks, the credit unions, the financial institutions are gonna roll the red carpets for you if they know you have your Bitcoin and you want to take a loan against it. They will be rolling the red carpet and pouring Shamayev for you to drink. Okay, so that's a little bit off topic, but that's where we're going with all this. All right, so very good question. Very good question. Love it. Guys, ask me more Bitcoin related questions. That's what makes me happy. Number 4. Hi, I'm from Venezuela. So can I apply for E2 visa? I'm on a legal status because I have an asylum pending and TPS. Okay, we know that Venezuelans have a problem with TPS. So let me guys see, actually, I can't remember. I don't believe it Venezuela on E2 list. Let me really quick check that. Let me check that. All right, let's see. Venezuela. Yes, I don't see Venezuela. I will be surprised to see Venezuela on this list. So let me double check that. Venezuela. Okay, yes, Venezuela is not E2 country, so you cannot file for E2 visa. However, I would look deeply into O1 option. Okay? Because if you asking me question about E2 visa, and I assume you understand, well, you didn't know that Venezuela is not on the list, so maybe you don't understand it. But I hope you understand the part where you have to put $100,000 into the new business or into the existing business, the purchasing existing business. And I would assume that if you were able to make that money and save it, and you didn't buy Bitcoin, which is a big mistake, then you have some kind of business talent, okay? So O1 visa is probably a good option. So please fill out the free evaluation form just the same way as I would recommend to anybody else to know your chances, potential, and maybe other visas. Because sometimes you guys come to me and like, okay, Stanislav, I want to do NIW. You fill out the NIW questionnaire, and I clearly see that you have the O1 visa or EB1A, and I requalify you. And I say, hey, Jose, yes, maybe you have EB2 NIW, but we better look at EB1A option for this and that reason, okay? Very powerful tool, guys, and it's free. All right, the last question for today that I got from you, unless you guys want to ask me something else. Number 5, do I need to enter US without tourist visa and open company or buy ready business there? And do I need to leave and apply for E2 through my country embassy, or I can apply for E2 visa and change status from tourist visa to E2? Oh, okay, with tourist visa. I'm sorry, I misread it. Do I need to enter US with tourist visa and open company or buy ready business there? You don't have to. You don't have to, guys. You can open up a company and even the bank account, which is going to be a little bit harder, or even purchase the business without coming to the US. But it's highly recommended for you to do this, okay? More for your mental state, your psychological state, right? It's less stressful. Let's put it this way, it's less stressful. But I had clients, guys, who did that remotely, 100%. Got their E2 visa, got it in the embassy, came to the US, started the business, became successful, and then filed for the green card through other programs. Okay? I have this. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not even a dozen. More than that. So it's possible. It's possible, guys. I'm still a big fan of you coming and doing this here because it's just better for everyone. As to the changing the status or getting the visa, I'm a big fan of E2 visa in the embassy because it's just a better way to do this. If you change your status and you are not planning to leave US, of course, maybe this is a good option to choose. But remember, you cannot come to the US with this intention because it's a violation of your tourist status. You always should come with the tourist intention, and only then your intent may change, right? And you're like, okay, Stanislav, how they gonna know? How they gonna know? They're not gonna know. They're not gonna know. But we're talking about what the law says, okay? And we don't want any risks. So unless you don't plan to travel anytime soon, I do recommend you go through the embassy. It's just always a better way. You get your stamp on the passport. It's easier to then extend that visa. It has a bunch of benefits. Yes, it has a small risk of that being rejected, right? Of course. But any visa can be rejected. It's just in theory. But if you've done everything right and you're going to do everything right, this risk is minimal. Okay? Minimal risk. All right, guys, we got the question. There you go, guys. I love all six of you watching me online. All of you, all six, with my all heart and my soul. I know a lot of people watch it later on the weekend. High five to you guys. Love you too. But thank you for those who coming. I do believe that you guys get the most value out of this. Alex, with current administration, is it really possible that TPS won't be extended, even if country is still in war, or maybe even if TPS won't be extended, court can block such rule? Good question. Good questions. I do believe Alex is referring to Ukraine TPS because this is one of the countries that's still in war, and the TPS was granted on that basis. Yes. There is a chance, Alex. There is a chance. I think now, today, this chance is less than if you had asked me this question 2 months ago. I would say, hey, this is a pretty high chance based on the geopolitical situation and the Trump's position as to the Ukraine-Russian war. But today, I believe this position shifted significantly. Okay, so I think the current TPS for Ukraine, which is going to be in theory valid until October 2016, that one is not going to change. I don't know if they're going to start approving them until then, but that kind of gives you some kind of protection. But there is a good chance right now that it's going to be extended beyond 2026 because I don't see this war stopping, unfortunately, anytime soon. I think it's going to be extended for many years. Again, unfortunately, I wish it would never happen, but we should face the reality. And probably Ukrainian citizens who are here on TPS, you guys will have some kind of protection further on. Okay, and that's my opinion. Good stuff. All right, guys, I'll give you 20 seconds to come up with some questions that you want to ask me right now. Because with 30 minutes in, that's how I like it. Half an hour spending with you. I have a lot of work, you too. So give you 30 seconds to ask me another question. If no questions is being asked, we're gonna move on with our lives. So use this opportunity. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. It was nice seeing all 6 of you online. Love you to death. Wish you a good end of the week. And remember, your future begins here.